The kind of night where the air feels heavier than usual. The sound of insects was drowned out by the distant rumble of a train. Walking along the tracks was always dangerous, but the shortcut saved time. The gravel crunched under each step, and the steel rails glistened faintly under the moonlight. That's when a strange sound broke through the night. Soft footsteps, just behind. Every time a step quickened, so did the echo. Turning back, no one was there, just empty rails stretching into darkness. The rumble grew louder. A train was coming fast, the horn cutting through the silence. Panic set in. The steps behind turned into a sprint, closing in. Leaping off the tracks just as the train roared past, the ground shook violently. The rush of air nearly dragged everything along with it. But when it cleared, the truth was worse. On the other side of the tracks, standing perfectly still, was a figure, shadow thin, with its head tilted, staring. No eyes, no face, just there. It hadn't been left behind. It had crossed with the train, and it was closer now. Story 2. The Phantom Conductor. The station was empty, far too late for anyone else to be waiting. Only the flickering lights buzzed overhead, throwing shadows across the benches. The timetable said the last train had already passed hours ago. Yet the rails began to hum. A vibration crept up from the ground, and the distant whistle grew louder. A train was coming. Through the dark, headlights cut across the tracks, blindingly bright. The screech of brakes echoed, sparks flying as an old passenger train screeched to a halt. Its doors creaked open. No voices, no people. Just empty rows of seats stretching into the dark cars. And then, standing at the far end, was a conductor. His hat low over his face, his hand raised, motioning to come aboard. The air turned freezing, breath fogged in the air. And when the head lifted, the skin wasn't there. Only a gaping black void where a face should have been. The lights overhead went out, plunging the platform into darkness. When they flickered back on, the train was gone. But on the ground by the tracks lay a worn, leather ticket, stamped with tomorrow's date. Story 3. The Bridge Crossing. The railway bridge was old, stretching high above the river. Crossing it was reckless, but it cut the trip in half. Halfway across, the air shifted. The iron creaked. The faint sound of rushing water below was drowned by the sudden, terrifying horn of a train. A light appeared at the far end of the bridge. It wasn't possible. No train was scheduled, not for another hour. But it was barreling forward, faster than anything should move on those tracks. There was no room to run, no way to climb down, just the narrow edge of steel